Shadows of the Past.
The first light of dawn pierced through the palm trees surrounding the hidden oasis, casting long, ominous shadows. The memory of the mysterious figure in the water lingered in my mind, a harbinger of the danger that loomed over us. We couldn't stay here any longer. I glanced over at Riven, still resting peacefully by the edge of the lagoon. Her tranquil expression was a stark contrast to the storm raging within me. As I gathered our belongings, the internal battle I had been fighting consumed my thoughts. Riven's presence had become my anchor amidst the chaos. Her determination, grace, and unwavering support had captured my heart in ways I hadn't foreseen. But then there was Elara, the princess of Stormwatch, whose memory haunted me like a ghost from a past life. Elara was more than just royalty to me. She was my confidant, my ally, my inspiration during Stormwatch's darkest days. Her strength and courage had ignited a fire within me, one that I couldn't extinguish. Yet, those feelings now seemed like distant echoes compared to the burning connection I felt with Riven. I shook my head, dispelling the fog of conflicted emotions. There was no time for distractions. We had to leave the oasis before the person I had seen, possibly an assassin sent by Lord Valen, found us. I approached Riven and gently shook her awake. "Riven, we need to move. We've been seen, and I suspect danger is close." She blinked sleepily but quickly sat up, her eyes sharp with awareness.
"What's happened?"
I hesitated for a moment, then decided it was time to share the truth. "I need to tell you something," I said, my voice steady but laden with urgency. "Before we met, I was a knight in Stormwatch. I was framed for treason by Lord Valen and exiled. The man we saw last night, I believe he might be an assassin sent to kill me." Riven's eyes widened with concern.
"Why would they go to such lengths?"
I took a deep breath, the weight of my past pressing down on me like a crushing wave. "Because I know too much. Lord Valen and the Regency Council have been working to consolidate their power. Princess Elara and I tried to expose their corruption, but we were betrayed. Valen forged evidence against me to remove me from the equation." I paused, the memories of that fateful night flooding back with vivid clarity. Elara. She was the one who believed in me. She fought to prove my innocence, but it was too late. I had to escape to survive. Now, with the threat of the Umbrelith and the quest for the ancient temple, I fear they will stop at nothing to ensure I don't return. Riven reached out and placed a reassuring hand on my arm.
"Kieran, thank you for trusting me with this. We'll face this together. We can't let them succeed."
Her words brought a sense of solace to my tormented heart. I nodded, feeling a renewed sense of determination. "You're right. We need to stay ahead of them and find the temple. Let's gather our things and leave before the sun fully rises." With our belongings packed, we left the oasis behind, stepping into the desert. The morning sun's rays began to warm the sands, creating shimmering waves of heat that danced on the horizon. Despite the daunting terrain, I felt a renewed sense of determination. "Riven," I began, my voice steady but laced with the weight of our situation. "We need to keep our guard up. The person we saw last night, if they're truly an assassin, they won't stop until they've completed their mission." Riven nodded, her eyes fierce and focused.
"We'll be ready. We'll face whatever comes our way."
Her confidence bolstered my own. We pressed on, the landscape shifting around us as we navigated the arid desert. The sun climbed higher in the sky, its relentless heat beating down on us. We paused occasionally to catch our breath and scan our surroundings, always vigilant. After a few hours of trekking through the desert, we crested a particularly high dune and saw the silhouette of mountains in the distance. The sight filled me with a sense of hope. "Look," I said, pointing, "the mountains. That's where the ancient temple is said to be." Riven's eyes followed my gaze, her determination unwavering.
"We'll find it, Kieran, and we'll uncover the secrets that can save our world."
With renewed vigor, we descended the dune and made our way towards the mountains. As we continued our journey, I couldn't help but notice dark clouds gathering on the horizon. A growing storm was brewing, its ominous presence a reminder of the challenges that lay ahead. The journey was still challenging, but the sight of our destination gave us the strength to push on. The wind began to pick up, carrying with it the scent of impending rain. We quickened our pace, hoping to reach the mountains before the storm hit. As the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the desert, we finally reached the foothills of the mountains. The rocky outcrop provided a potential shelter for the night. Relief washed over us as we reached the cover of the rocks, just as the first drops of rain began to fall. We found an opening in the rocky outcrop that led into a narrow cave. The darkness inside was impenetrable, but it offered protection from the brewing storm. We hesitated for a moment before venturing inside, our steps echoing softly against the stone walls. As we moved deeper into the cave, the sound of the storm grew distant, replaced by an eerie silence. The walls were adorned with ancient carvings and symbols, hinting at a long-forgotten history. We lit a small torch, its flickering light casting shadows that danced across the walls. Riven and I exchanged a glance, both of us sensing that this cave held secrets waiting to be uncovered. We ventured further, the torchlight revealing a chamber at the heart of the cave. In the center of the chamber stood an ancient pedestal, upon which rested a series of weathered scrolls and artifacts. My heart raced as I approached the pedestal, the weight of the discovery sinking in. "Riven, look at this," I said, my voice filled with awe. "These scrolls, they might contain the clues we need to find the temple and stop the Umbralith." Riven joined me, her eyes wide with wonder.
This place, it's incredible. It's as if we've stumbled upon a piece of history.
We carefully examined the scrolls, their fragile parchment filled with intricate diagrams and writings. The symbols matched those we had seen in the ancient texts, confirming that we were on the right path. Among the artifacts was a beautifully crafted amulet, its center adorned with a glowing gem.
This amulet,
Riven murmured.
it feels powerful. I think it might be a key of some sort.
I nodded, my mind racing with possibilities. We need to decipher these scrolls and learn everything we can. This cave might hold the answers we've been seeking. As the storm raged outside, we settled down in the chamber, poring over the ancient texts and artifacts. The sense of discovery and purpose fueled our determination. Together, we would unlock the secrets of the past and forge a path to save our world from the encroaching darkness. Just as we were making progress, the amulet began to glow brighter, casting an eerie light across the chamber. The temperature around us dropped suddenly, and a chilling presence filled the air.
Do you feel that?
Riven whispered, her voice trembling. I nodded, my heart pounding in my chest. Before we could react, a shadowy figure materialized before us, its eyes glowing with a malevolent light.
"You have stumbled upon forbidden knowledge,"
the figure hissed, its voice echoing with an otherworldly resonance.
"Your journey ends here."
The air grew thick with tension as the figure advanced, its intentions clear. We had uncovered a powerful secret, but it came with a deadly price.